Join us, the Youth Leader Fund for a World Without Nuclear Weapons, or simply YLF, on its inaugural study visit to Japan.
Day 1. Nagasaki.
In late August, we, the participants of the YLF program, landed in Nagasaki to kick off the study visit.
For the first time, we were able to meet in person our fellow participants. It felt like a dream at first.
We kicked off the study visit by an opening ceremony featuring some high-level speakers, including the mayor of Nagasaki and the governor of Nagasaki Prefecture.
And Chris, a fellow YLFer, gave a beautiful speech on behalf of our group.
After the ceremony, we grabbed a quick lunch and were headed to the Nagasaki Peace Park and Museum. It was profoundly moving to see the site in person, after most studying its history. My favorite part was being there with my fellow wildlife colleagues, learning more about what happened there on the day of the bombing.
To plan the first day, we held an evening reception back in our hotel, at which we got to interact with Hibakusha.
It was inspiring to hear their stories of resilience, which made me even more excited for day 2.
Day 2. Nagasaki. Today we interact with Nagasaki youth. Together we took a calligraphy lesson.
As we were learning how to write Japanese calligraphy, we discussed what community, peace, and advocacy means to us.
It was really interesting to learn about their perspective and advocacy they do in Japan and globally.
I'd love for this collaboration to continue. We have exchanged contacts and will definitely continue conversing, even when we get back home.
In the afternoon, we hopped on a bus to take us to Hiroshima.
Who knew that this would be the first time in my life escaping a typhoon?
Luckily, everyone made it to Hiroshima safely. We spent the evening discovering the new city and even meet some local youth there who recognized us by our YLF tote bags and approached us. Day 3. Hiroshima. Let me start by saying that our time in Hiroshima was packed.
Bright and early, we kicked off our Hiroshima program with an opening ceremony, attended by the governor of Hiroshima Prefecture, as well as the local mayor.
From our side, Marshall gave an empowering speech.
And speaking of speeches, we were honored to hear from Ms. Agura, a local Hibakusha.
I had chills listening to her remarks about the day the bomb was dropped on Hiroshima.
In the afternoon, we toured the Peace Park. It was incredibly emotive, especially when we put the VR goggles on.
We were transported through time to see the blast and everything that followed.
After a rather emotional day, it was time to unwind.
Together with all UNODA and UNITA staff, we took a cooking class. We learned about the cultural and historical importance of okonomiyaki and how to make one.
I brought our sauce back home with me, and I can't wait to make it with my family and reminiscence Hiroshima.
I mean, what a day! But the typhoon is beating on our backs. Day 4. Hiroshima. Can you believe we are about to depart from Hiroshima already? But first, we have more to do. Today, we received our certificates and heard from the High Representatives for Disarmament Affairs, Ms. Izumi Nakamitsu.
We spent the rest of the morning with Hiroshima-based youth. Together, we discussed youth involvement in the nuclear disarmament field and what we can do about it. These topics are very important to us, as we wanted to include them in our declaration and report on them at the conference.
Speaking of the conference, it was a huge success. Thank you to everyone who tuned in online or came in person.
We also presented the creative outcome of our collaborative work. a map of origami cranes representing where we, the wildlife participants, came from, and where we'll be taking back all that we learned through the program and in Japan.
Finally, we officially adopted our declaration for a world without nuclear weapons. Or shall I simply say, Declare Action.
It's an ambitious text. Make sure to give it a read on the UNODA's website.
After the conference, we hopped on the plane and head towards our final destination, Tokyo.
See you there!
Day 5. Tokyo.
Our final day together is here, and we are ending the study visit in style.
On this rainy day, we all hopped on a bus to take us to...
Yes, I would not have guessed this either, the Japanese Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
We were honored to lead a discussion session with the special advisor to the Japanese Prime Minister in charge. All the key policies include national security and nuclear disarmament as well as non-proliferation issues.
And in the afternoon, we got a chance to explore the city.
While the study visit in Japan concluded, our work as wildlife participants in striving for the world free of nuclear weapons is just getting started.
Follow UNODA on Instagram to keep in touch.
And learn more about the wildlife program, visit disarmament.unoda.org.